Great.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Chris and Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm Chris. And so we're sitting in the airport lounge at in Nassau, and heading home for a day.
Not even a whole day.
Before we have another family trip, but we thought we would take this time to kind of share our story and why we're Better Together, why we have the Better Together Travel Stories channel, and kind of give you some background into what you can expect from us that hopefully makes us a little bit unique in terms of how we tell our travel stories and have our vlog. So, you want to start?
Sure. So I love traveling, and that started a long time ago when I was a little girl and grew up out in the country and read books. And so I traveled all over the world, just reading books, but didn't have the opportunity to travel a whole lot until really within the last 5 years. I've done a lot of traveling, and Chris and I met. And that was one of the things that we shared, was a love of seeing the world.
Getting away, escaping.
and experiencing different cultures. And one thing that I really love about traveling with Christopher is that he is determined to really experience the culture everywhere that we go. So we don't go too many places where we're part of a throng of tourists. So, yeah.
Yeah. And
you?
So my story is I grew up an Army brat, and born in Florida, but I've lived in, I think by the time I graduated high school, I lived in, I think, like 10 different states and over in Europe. And so, kind of caught the travel bug from my family, because one of the things I always appreciated about my parents was that no matter where we were stationed, we were always traveling. And I have a lot of fond memories of being in Europe and taking weekends to Frankfurt and the Garmisch and Berchtesgaden and Munich. And so, later in life, when I had the opportunities to do some more travel, a lot of it was work related. And then I had a significant change in my life, and from that, one of the things I decided to do was to kind of step outside my comfort level of just endless high-end hotels and first class travel, but at the same point, I was a single father with 4 kids, and so I had to set a budget, and that budget was $1,000, and that had to be all inclusive, and so that caused me to have to kind of think outside the normals in terms of the places I would go and how I would get there and stay.
Right.
And it had to be one place each year. It had to be 4 trips a year.
Right.
One place that was outside the U.S. and one place I hadn't been to before. And that just really kind of opened my eyes to a world of places and travel experiences I hadn't had before.
So one of the purposes that we have in creating this video series is to help folks realize that the world is at our fingertips, and it's actually much more accessible than most people, even I, ever knew. And so, utilizing Christopher's techniques, we've managed to travel all kinds of places and stick to that budget.
Well, it's our techniques.
It is now.
We when we met online, and I was actually, I think it was on my way to Costa Rica.
You were in Costa Rica.
Was I in Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Because I think I replied back that, hey, nice to meet you. You may not hear from me for a while because I'm in Costa Rica, and you thought I was blowing you off. I was like, no, I'm really in Costa Rica.
No, I really believed you was in Costa Rica.
And so we started dating, and the following year, I had a trip planned to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Stephanie's like, well, you're not just going to leave me here. And so we got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath place, and I think that adventure is really what kind of solidified for us that we truly are meant for each other. Mm-hmm. And so when we got married, our whole theme was better together.
Yeah.
So we both brought 4 kids into the marriage, and we have figured out how to balance, two full-time, very enriching careers with our love for travel and sticking to a budget. And so we want to kind of share that with everyone and hope that you find things that you can learn from us, either in terms of tips and tricks or just the excitement of going out and traveling.
Well, and that's the other thing too, Christopher, that we are not full-time travelers. So there are lots of full-time travelers out there that have really great video series. Anyway.
Cereses.
But that's not us. So we are here to show tips and tricks and
the cost. So we'll definitely make a point of laying out the entire cost for our trips. So you kind of had that reality of, wow, they were able to do this with X amount of money, and it's something that's real, it's something that's tangible, and our goal is to have a Google sheet that will be referenced for all of our videos, where you can actually see the places that we stayed, the expenses that we had, so that whether you're traveling by yourself or trying to plan that excursion for you and your family, you do kind of get a sense of just not the beauty and the grandeur and the adventure out there, but that these things are, hopefully you'll see them as really doable.
Yeah. So get out there and enjoy the world.
So thank you for watching. We're on our way back from Atlantis in the Bahamas. We'll share about that. It's been a great experience.
It has.
And look forward to talking to you soon. Please subscribe and leave us any comments. We'd love to hear them.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.